Hello.
Welcome back to the Summit 7, Dota Summit 7, Day 2, Match 1, VGJ, Navi.
You're so smiling.
Jack just makes me smile.
He's just sitting there.
I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy to have our new guests on the couch. We got Charlie and Fogged.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? Very Dignitas heavy on that side.
Thanks, dude.
You know, actually, Peter was also on Dignitas.
Also a member of the Dignitas gaming squad.
Yes, all three of us.
I gave the sweatshirt to my little brother, but
Those are decent sweatshirts, though.
They were very comfortable.
it's neither here nor there. It's behind
This
me.
is correct.
It's behind me.
It's behind all of us.
The darkest of times. No. Playing video games for a living hasn't been dark in a while, guys. Loving life. All right. Yeah, but no, let's talk about you being like a super giggly host. What's that about?
I don't know. You just gotta enjoy every moment, right? All those dark times are behind us, like you said. So
Yeah, I heard you had some pretty good times in China, Jack.
it's been fun. Yeah, all right. Well, you know, if we want to talk about China a little bit, things are very convenient there. Like, you know, I don't know what people's perception of China is, but
24 hours a day Walgreens in China?
when you go there, I mean, you talk about you don't even need your wallet when you leave the house. You can pay for everything with your phone. You can rent bikes with your phone. Everything's very convenient. I mean, it's Shanghai especially. It's nice. It's nice. It's a different pace of life.
You can
Get
buy
this
canned air in China.
propaganda out of here.
Yeah, I went over there for a little bit, and they really got to me. So I'm an agent now, and I'm just spreading the word about China. But yeah, it's been nice. It's nice to be back here though, and we got a series, VGJ and Navi coming up, game 2.
How was that last game? I missed most of it.
It was very back and forth.
Yeah.
It was all over the place.
It was. Okay.
I don't want to say sloppy, but I will say sloppy. Sloppiest game of
I kind of
Dota.
want to say sloppy.
Sloppiest game of Dota I've seen today. It's literally just like people dying alone, getting picked off, and then somebody losing a barracks, and then somebody else dying and getting picked off alone in the opposite team, and the other team almost losing a barracks.
Navi won though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw Vici like pushing high ground, and then
Yeah,
I
so
walked in
VG
the
had like a
bathroom.
dominant early game, and it looked like they were going to take it, and all of a sudden they tried to do Roshan, and they lost the Rosh fight, and then they lost the Roshan, and then it looked like Navi was going to take it, and then Navi messed up, and it looked like Vici was going to take it, but then Navi had taken the range barracks, and the range creeps took the melee barracks, and then Freeze died with no buyback in the middle of the map immediately after that, and then the game just ended. Like just out of nowhere, it just ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
It's
summary.
crazy.
That was
VGJ
excellent.
was hitting the tier 3 tower, and the game was over the other way in like 2 minutes.
Those are my favorite.
I mean, it was hard to cast because I really just didn't know what was going on.
VGJ talking to
We
their
were just doing basketball metaphors and stuff.
That's all
true.
I
We were
heard.
trying to-
That's
we were
all I
trying
was
to
hearing.
That's all I heard from David.
talked to VGJ's manager before this event. Well, at the airport, they found out what the draw was, and they were like, "Hey, this is a pretty good draw for us. This is almost like a dream draw. You know, like this is what we could have asked for in terms of first round opponent." And they're half of the bracket. Of course, we got DC and Secret coming up next, also in this group. So they're pretty happy about that. But after this game 1, can't count your chickens before they hatch.
Navi is back.
I mean,
Are they?
We'll see.
I don't know. Figure I get the first one out there.
All right.
I'll get the chat going. I'm sure somebody else will type it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
more
I
like
mean,
everybody.
people type it whenever
Twitch
Navi
chat's got
plays.
my back. Navi.
See if VGJ go for the
Okay.
Magnus ban again early on in this draft. They talked about this patch, and in the previous patch they had a lot of these kind of like protecting one huge boss core lineups where they'd have like say a Tree and a Phoenix and like a Medusa or something like that. A couple different playstyles from them. They said this patch obviously looking much more in terms of lanes, in terms of mid, having that rotation to come in and help, so we could see that 2-on-2 mid situation again. And
What are these Kunkka Warlock bans about? Is this also last game?
Meta, man. No, I don't remember those. Maybe no. Actually, no. Those do look a little familiar.
the Warlock has been a signature hero for VGJ. Fenrir especially has played it. They've first picked it a lot, going back several patches. And then as far as roaming potential, Kunkka paired with other heroes actually helps out quite a bit too. So something that is familiar for VGJ.
It's your favorite duo, Peter. Sand King Dazzle, first 2.
Yeah,
This is good.
It seems meta, man. Some Witch Doctor as well from Navi. I hope VGJ doesn't decide to pick Lycan into it this time.
First pick Witch Doctor.
Yeah, that's a pretty neutral pick. You can kind of go any direction you want. After a Witch Doctor, it doesn't really show anything, and you get to see 2 of VGJ's heroes, and then you get to pick Luna.
Which shows quite a lot, actually. I mean, what does this sort of tell you right now? This is like a pretty big departure from what we saw, I guess, the top teams do at Epicenter. When you see a team do something, I guess, a little wonky, a little outside of what you would consider the top tier meta to be, is that like...
It's all about, I think it's all about your opponent, and it's all about the match that you're playing at that moment. So meta can be whatever the meta wants to be, but your goal should be to win the game. And if you think VGJ is going to pick a certain way and play a certain way, and you feel like you have a good set of heroes and strategy to beat that, then you should just totally go for it.
Cool.
These kind of big cores with some pushing potential and some laning versatility has been something that VGJ likes. So if you're talking about, they took away the Terrorblade with the ban. Luna is also something that VGJ would very likely pick up. So in some drafts, I guess with this patch, you're seeing some teams don't show their hands too much early on, where like they get like 2 fairly vanilla support picks, or you don't know where it's going to be, or maybe the flex pick with like Sand King that can do multiple roles. Something like Clockwork might be on the table for them for the Witch Doctor, and also can switch around between 4 and 3 depending on situation. So I think Navi kind of knows what VGJ wants to do.
You think Navi knows what VGJ wants to do?
I think it's
so.
the other way around.
Yeah, I kind of also agree with Charlie, because it's, you know, they haven't really revealed anything. That's kind of what you're saying, is like you pick these 2 general support heroes that could really, or even Sanky could be an offlaner that could fit into a lot of different strategies, and that you leave your important, your core picks.
Right, where on the other hand, Navi, I mean, that's probably a safe lane Luna. That's a immobile Witch Doctor 5 position support that's going to sit in the lane, try and zone, try and get some stacks off. Maybe they go for some early tower push with the Luna.
Navi does have really strong lanes, though.
Yeah,
that is
already set up for strong lanes.
But VGJ knows that, and they'll be able to kind of have a strategy in mind for it. Either pick really strong lanes for themselves, or try to maybe kind of avoid the laning phase and really maybe roam a lot. Force Navi to move out of their lanes. That's something Navi did last game very well. VGJ did very well last game with the Lycan and the Dazzle. They were able to totally zone the Axe with just 2 heroes. So that way Night Stalker was able to move around the map and set up kills and help out mid, because they just didn't even need them because their lane was so strong.
Maybe this game they're probably going for some pressure, maybe with the Sand King Dazzle, trying to put pressure on the safe lane. Now they have this Ogre picked up. They're like, all right, we can keep the supports one place. Ogre can like go mid. Just really mess with the whole like game plan.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the idea. It's it can be tough. Like the Sand King Dazzle is very, very good against a melee carry, but with like Luna Witch Doctor, they're going to be able to attack from range. And
they have the Luna Aura as well.
Yeah. Since that the big core coming out from VGJ, because you have the Ogre and Dazzle to protect and buff that one core as well, especially with not the best gap closers. Well, the Tusk kind of helps that for Navi, but
definitely, I'd be very concerned if I was VGJ and I tried throwing a dual lane in the off lane that Navi's tri-lane wouldn't just be there. I think like Tusk and Witch Doctor can easily kill Dazzle over and over, or Sand King even.
Now they've revealed, you know, that is the offlane Sand King, so.
Yeah, but they saved their mid and their carry, which are arguably the 2 most impactful heroes in the game. Which is why I was surprised by the first 2 Luna. Maybe Luna was banned in the second phase last game. I don't remember exactly, but it seems a little strange. Maybe a little bit of pocket strategy here from Navi.
Maybe it's just a comfort thing.
Pycat Luna, dude.
That as well. I mean, Pycat's the drafter, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Lifestealer coming out. So far, this
pretty good against Luna. Good versus Witch Doctor. It's not super great against Tusk, but it's fine. Definitely gonna want another vehicle for him, whether it be like a Storm Spirit or. Let's see what else. What else could they do?
They do like freeze on Storm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like, I feel like it might get banned.
Quap is still available. Are you worried about that at all as Navi?
Oh, Quap? Yeah, Quap could be solid. Oh, look at Denny with the playbook, man. They all got playbooks.
He takes it.
That's good, man. I like that group of guys. Hope they do well.
The VGJ support staff right there.
J manager and coach.
They look nervous. They must be sweating.
I try to do some lip reading, but
got the nervous thumb tick.
You got that too?
No, I mean I don't do that, but I'm just saying he's doing that.
Bog used to be on Navi, right?
Navi US? I don't know if that counts, does it?
Sure. Do you want it to count?
We had.
Oh, where are we going with this?
Yeah, we had some low times. I guess we had some high times. We did beat Bulba, so that felt pretty good.
You did knock out.
Did knock out Bulba.
From TI?
Tinker.
From getting to TI.
Savage, man.
Yeah, dude. It felt pretty awesome, actually.
Did Bulba message you afterwards?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
I don't know. I removed him right after.
Oh my god.
But this story is going places. Please keep going.
What, dude?
Kicking a man when he's
wasn't that
down.
Team Tinker?
Yeah.
Why would you?
I was so mad at them, dude. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna bring in 4 Euros to Canada and play in NA qualifiers.
What's wrong with Europeans playing in North American qualifiers?
At that time?
Oh, was that too taboo? For the
It
time?
was
were you
bad-
just not
bad
ready
times.
for it?
No, we were ready.
In 2014,
dude. We beat them.
Obviously
this is
they were ready.
unthinkable.
So I mean, you proved it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
I don't
matter.
know. Well, still, sometimes you just want to say like, screw you, Bola.
Yeah, but how can you say it if you remove him?
My play said it.
Oh, your play set.
Okay.
Got carried by Korok Storm Spirit.
What hero were you?
I don't remember. I think I was a Rubik.
Remember what hero Korok was, but you don't remember what hero you were.
I think I was a Rubik. I don't know, dude. I didn't do a whole lot. My job was to lift an anti-mage.
Navi scooped up the Quap. Thought maybe VGJ would go back for that.
Well, the Storm Spirit is available if VGJ wants to take it. It's not the greatest matchup against Queen of Pain in lane, but
That's right, Charlie. You know the Storm Quap matchup very well, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
your specialties.
That's the two heroes that I spam.
And Jakir. All right, so they got Clockwork. That's gonna be their off laner. Pretty it's pretty alright this game.
It's an okay Storm game.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid Storm game.
Yeah.
It's I mean, you might have a rough time in lane, but you know, you get an ogre sitting on the Quap's hill throwing out some ignites, you'll be fine.
I agree.
What if they go in a different direction here and get a huge core?
Such as?
They ain't going that way.
Oh, where were you going?
Yeah, even less carry. I guess no, like Puck has kind of moved up, right?
Yep.
Puck is like, you know, Puck back in the day was kind of like this, like he's just kind of there for control.
Right,
and some
very
silences.
one-dimensional.
And now he's a little bit more dynamic.
Right, I mean, with the Veil pick, he outputs a lot more damage, and that GPM talent, you can transition to things like, you know, super late game Dagon 5, you know, as the BKBs go down.
So
Gives him better early team
So
fight.
how, like when I think of like traditional mid heroes, I think of like Puck, Quap, Invoker, Storm. I feel like Puck originally was kind of like this bottom level of not really being a carry, and then Storm and Quap were here, and then Invoker was kind of like up here.
Right.
Where is Puck up here with Storm and Quap now?
Still not yet. I mean, I think if we're talking about super late game, I think Puck's still, I guess, at the bottom, but that hero makes up for it just with your early team fight, your ability to move in and out of a fight. I mean, if we're talking just like raw carry potential, sure, the Puck doesn't do as much right-click damage, but in terms of magic burst, in terms of teamfight control, I think it's a hero that still can scale into the late game.
Works really well with Lifestealer. I think it's like depends on what other heroes you have to like really enable the Puck. I don't know. I've moved Puck up just because of all the buffs that she's gotten. That base damage increase, the more creeps in mid, you get your 6 so quickly on Puck.
Yeah, I like it because now they have both Puck and Sand King to really start fights.
Yep.
That was something they lacked last game. They only really had Sand King, so it was like no big epicenters were happening because ROTK was always forced to just like blink stun.
Right.
And then Lycan was just like chasing people.
And late game like carrying isn't necessarily just about how much right click damage you do.
I love Puck.
What about him? His
Just
wings?
Aggressive gets
everything,
caught
man.
out here, cogged in, just to rage out. Might be in a
body
little
blocked.
trouble.
He looks
He's
dead.
getting bounced.
Those are some long
Down
auto attacks.
he goes. Well played.
Well, that hurts. Yet he skilled Rage first too.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Not the worst.
Yeah, it's fine. He can slap some cogs.
He's just right back in it. He's got a he bought out before he died, I guess. Got 2 TPs in the inventory.
Oh, farm that cog. Oh, get denied.
Correct.
Correct. It's minus 20 gold. Oh, they're looking for a play of their own though. Navi knows. Nobody's showing bottom, but the Lifestealer.
Is this an aggressive tri lane?
It looks like it might be.
I think Dazzle might maybe head towards mid or just up top. So Lifestealer can solo the Clockwork. That's kind of the idea, right?
Yeah.
And then they can challenge the lane up here for sure. It's kind of like tri-lane of support heroes.
They didn't want to put pressure on the Luna though. That's like the important thing, I guess. Take out
Puck
of it.
Quap mid matchup. That's
Hype.
hype.
It's also interesting that neither team has to worry too much about their mid being roamed on just because of the hero mobility of the heroes.
The true 1v1, except Freeze gets Shadow Strike, or Shadow Struck.
There you go.
Didn't get the phase shift level 1.
You can dodge it with Orb too. Uh oh, ROTK.
Trouble for ROTK. They're manning up. Oh, he missed the stun.
4-man shield.
Yeah, so they definitely don't have to worry about roamers. This is going to be like a true... How often do we have like a true mid 1v1?
Very rarely now.
Yeah, very rarely.
I feel like I've seen more tri-lane mids than I have.
I know, and it's Puck Quap, a classic matchup, and they're tri-lane versus tri-lane as well, so there's going to be very little to no roamers.
There's no global auras, nothing like that. Just honorable 1v1. Uh-oh.
This is like Dendy's favorite matchup in my opinion. He loves playing this.
Going for it. He's in there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Then you just level it up.
Oh, that range.
This is kind of annoying for Dendy. There's no regen now, no shrine.
Gotta go back.
It's gonna go back. It's the walk of shame right here.
All right, guys. R.I.P. Dendy. Navi is not back.
I thought we were going to see some DAC solo match Sal Ferry going on for a little bit there.
I'm sure he'll recover just fine. They both traded.
Upon a loyal warrior.
Do you see Seneko come in? He says,
Oh, breaks this out. Helping out his mid lane.
Lane salvaged. Nah, he got a decent amount of HP from that salvo. Bottle soon.
Does that give away the ward though?
Looks like he's going double no, not bottle.
Oh, Dendy didn't stick around to get this Shadow Strike.
I think it does give away the ward, but I think they were both kind of aware that they have vision. Just the way that they were attacking up the hill like over and over again.
Action in the tri-lane.
Oh, that heal.
Big cask. Yeah, great heal bomb.
Pycat might be okay though. It's like
Seneko though might get turned on. Stack the stuns. It's enough. We got another heal. Oh, just came up. Seems okay for Navi. He got the trade on the core sync. He's not really farming too well either. He's got 4 CS.
Yeah, I think this lane's more about Luna not farming.
Well,
Luna's doing alright though.
Luna's doing pretty alright. I think
okay.
Lanes right now look pretty good for Navi despite Dendy, I guess, being forced back.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, it's not a huge deal. Like, he'll recover.
Yeah.
It'll be about how they use their level 6, how they use their first ults.
It also feels really good as both of these heroes getting, when you start to fight into the tri-lane, it's like, oh man, I'm 6 with an ult and I'm playing against a bunch of level 3s and level 2.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier for Dendy to do something out of his safe lane. Likely, compared to Puck, who might have a more difficult time.
Uh-oh.
He does get the dodge. He tried that time again. Oh, the raindrop. He's switching it up, not getting more regen.
It's Freeze's turn to learn back.
Yeah, now Dendy's winning the lane.
And if he moves down, he'll have a nice regen rune for him. Well, I guess General's just going to pick it up.
General's got phase boots.
Did he get the first blood?
He did get the first blood.
He's doing,
phase boot clockwork, huh?
Phase boot clock, dude.
That's an old school build.
He's just gonna run it aggressive. Just kidding.
Oh man.
Oh, look at this damage.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's in.
Doesn't have mana for rage.
Oh, he's got mana.
Doesn't
Okay.
it? Oh, no.
Forces it though.
Did he? Oh no.
Oh, he got the salvo. Oh my god, General's
Oh my
in.
god.
General?
Worth.
Oh, lane 1. However, it's a lifestealer.
How often do you see this? Lifestealer bullied out of lane.
I mean, I think a combination of him skilling rage first getting first blooded, and then Clockwork getting the kill too.
Spent a...
And then Clock got a regen rune bottom as well.
Yeah, that's the dream for General.
He also spent like 150 or a bunch of money on TPs.
Yeah. Clock probably left the lane with like no HP, no mana, and Nyx was like, finally, like free farm. And then he got a regen rune, and now the 5-minute shrine will be up next time he gets low.
Looking good for Navi.
Yeah, it's looking really
This
good.
is pretty grim if you're a VGJ.
ROT. Well, they will get a
Get
pick off on
Sneko.
Sneko.
But that's what we thought last game too, so we'll have to see how the mid game goes.
ROTK feels real bad right now. This aggressive tri-lane was meant to punish Navi. Instead, they're the ones getting punished.
Navi's gonna have their team fight online way earlier. Oh, RT is really deep. Alright.
No mana for Cask from Witch Doctor.
The heal though.
Oh, they're stunned.
Oh, Fenrir.
Oh, look at Witch Doctor now.
Oh, the triple. At least a double.
Damn.
Maybe it is a
These are
triple.
some kills
Do
right
they
now.
got a stick? Does he have an? Oh, he doesn't even need a stun.
He's gonna right click.
It's a triple. Fenrir.
Fenrir's farmed. He's almost got mana boots.
Some caster's curse going on right now.
Just
Dude,
as we
it's a
were talking
triple.
about the lanes.
Alright, let Dazzle farm. Oh, they're all gonna go Shrine now.
A good amount of sustain from this VGJ tri-lane, and that right click, that caustic early is quite annoying for these low HP heroes, with the exception of Tusk.
I honestly expected a rotation from either the Queen of Pain or the Clockwork there.
I don't know if Dendi had a TP. Clock looks like he did, but maybe he wanted his 6. No,
Maybe
they actually
he-
both did. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, that was they
was like-
chased for quite a while.
Yeah, it was almost like one of those like trickle down deaths though, where you're just like, okay guys, like this fight's over, just get out. Like we're not committing to this fight, just get out. And they're like, oh, I'm caught, and then the next person gets caught. That happens. It's not fun, but it
It's
happens.
the chain feed.
Yeah. Fortunately, we all know what that means too well.
Me and Jack experienced some of that in our last game last night.
I would say more we caused it than we experienced it.
This is why Jack is smiling all the time. He saves his sadness for inside of his games.
For losing me MMR.
There's a phrase for that, chain feeding in Chinese.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
So,
Dendi?
Dendi's dead.
Oh,
or not.
Clutch rotation.
How dare you?
cursed Charlie.
First. I just say the opposite.
The raindrop though coming into play right there. Saves him.
That ult down. Clock is on his way up here, so
TP
and
in
there's
from the
a
Queen
full
as well.
rotation.
Uh-oh, Fenrir. He got the mana boots though, so doesn't feel as bad.
Scream, no ult left on the quap, but still have enough for ROTK.
Got a beam potentially here.
Blink in a second. Oh, Sneko. They in? They are in.
TP in from the
Pain and
Dazzle?
Quap and or Puck and Dazzle. Oh, they want Dendi.
They don't
Seems
have
like a
coil
stretch.
though. I'm not sure if they'll.
Well timed on the silence, just as the blink was coming, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, did the infest not hit?
Right.
Oh. Oh, oh.
Oh no,
He's
Puck's here.
Not out of the woods just yet.
2 hits.
One more.
It's literally not out of the woods.
Oh.
Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
Dende.
Space.
Dende's the man. Look at him.
Look at his denies, dude. 20
What?
denies.
Really taking it to that Puck after he was forced out.
Yeah.
The action all over the map.
Down here. Freeze in a bit of trouble.
First 2 hook shots, 2 kills.
I think Sneko could have lived there.
So a lot of back and forths right now going on. For as far as the big picture goes, what are some of the key points we're looking at here for these teams?
Well, I think it's about Puck and Sand King's blink dagger timings. Obviously, it looks like Sand Kings won't be ready for a while, but Puck seems to be doing okay. But he's still got a while to go. Actually, he doesn't even have boots yet.
Yeah, he made a lot of rotations that weren't fruitful for him.
So Navi's gonna be getting Luna some farm and then pushing towers with Luna. I think that's kind of their direction of the game. Being able to once again have Soneko on the Tusk kind of save Pycat if he ever gets in trouble. I don't know. It's looking very good for Navi, like we said earlier. But We'll see. I'm not sure what the kind of potential of aggressive fighting on the lifestealer is, and whether or not this Puck's going to be getting a decent time Blink Dagger.
Seems pretty far off for an X bomb right now.
Navi keeping the aggression up.
A nice sidestep by Dendi.
Pretty optimistic ultimate. And Puck TP's in and nothing is happening. It's over.
Arcane Rune ult.
Value.
Forced out some rotations, I guess.
Feels like there's going to be a really tough time for VGJ to kill the Navi cores later on. Obviously just Queen of Pain naturally, but burst in their lockdown, there's multiple layers of disruption with that. You mentioned the Toski of the clockwork, either creating terrain or just giving you an extra second or two where you're stunning the other core. So it feels like it's once again going to be very hard for VGJ later on.
This clockwork has a drum. This guy's massive.
This guy's huge right now.
Trying to carry. Remember when clocks used to go armlet? The good old days.
Oh my goodness. Might get in some trouble. Aggressive might get turned on here though.
Oh my god.
And that hook shot.
They get ROTK instead.
And ROTK is just, he's going in. Anytime. Anytime he can go in, he's going in.
That's how he's played for like, what, 5-6 years now?
That was a pretty optimistic ultimate, I think.
There you go, some of the difficulties that Lifestealer has of getting on top of targets between the cogs, between the hook shot to disrupt things. The Tusk wasn't even there for that.
Even the drum usage, like the extra movement speed that Luna got both those times was just enough to push him away.
This is a Lifestealer that starts off pretty far behind as well.
Mm.
Just not the ideal start for him.
Yeah, he's behind the clockwork now, who has top of the net worth.
I think this is usually how it goes when Navi's doing well in the end of the game. It's general. Putting the team on his back, making plays all over the place. And he's been in every single lane so far. He's had very successful hook shots every single time. Great rotations.
Go for the ogre? No.
Bass drums, so fast.
Yeah, dude. Look at this guy. Oh, he's in.
Like, how can I run up and get this guy?
Tried.
I don't know about phase boots, man.
Not a fan?
No, I'm pretty sure that's a tranquil boots hero. It's
Like for something more standard.
It's usually if he has only if he has like a really good start, right? And then he feels he has more cool potential.
Like your gold is just spent better on other items. You know, clock is a hero that you could arguably just go brown boots on, and anything else. What's the point of upgrading to phase when you could have your blade mill that much earlier?
To right click them in the cogs, man.
Yeah, I mean I understand that it's cool.
Wouldn't it just be better even with treads
and
anyway?
It's trendy. Stand out as this edgy player, but
brown boots the way to go. Brown boot fan.
I'm a big fan. I think Universe. I don't know if he's here yet, but I think he would say.
By.
Oh, did he? I think he would say Clockwork is a tranquil boots hero almost all the time. All right, here we go.
And Nate goes there to
follow it up
for the save.
Got 6.
Uh-oh, though.
He's silenced.
But General, is it enough?
Oh. Almost got the snowball off the time.
Double kill turn, though. Fiver.
Witch Doctor.
This is why they first picked the Witch Doctor, man. He plays it exceptionally well.
Dude, Cask is pretty damn good now, especially with that level 15 talent. You get the +2 bounces. Pretty soon. Oh, ROTK.
Oh, no.
And he's gone for that no Maledict build, just like back in the day with the 1 point in heal Cask stats.
Yep. Mass arcane boots.
Stats anymore, though.
No.
Yeah. You mass arcane boots with this. One sec, Charlie. I'm just shifting myself. Relax, dude. Mass arcane boots with like some pushing core with Witch Doctor. Feels pretty good.
Did you see Jack's intro to me?
What was his intro to you?
Last game.
I missed the beginning.
The first game, I don't know, some like weird aggressive upper thigh touching.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really strange.
He's trying to claim his space.
I don't know what it was, but he definitely earned his side of the couch.
Dude, Charlie's completely shifted away from me. I keep like moving over a little bit more.
I realized how strange it was with the look that you gave me afterwards, and I was like,
well, you're doing like your opening intro, like giggling mess thing, and then you also like, you almost like put your hand in my pocket.
I was like, here's Peter, and then, you know, just tried to pickpocket him.
Nah, it was cool. I could tell you were nervous.
Did you get your Starbucks today, Peter?
I thought you said you were bringing it.
Oh, my bad, dude.
You didn't bring it, man.
No, I didn't.
Or you got me tomorrow, I'm sure.
Courier?
Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, Biver with the
wow.
with
my
the
God.
ultimate. My goodness.
This Witch Doctor and Clockwork are everywhere.
Phase boots.
5-2 and 3, 3-0-7. Look at these guys.
I don't know if this looks like the ideal bracket for VGJ right now. Navi's really taking it to him this game.
It's looking rough. ROTK's having some struggles going on.
What do you think? What do you think they need to do right now? Because they're sort of just getting picked off all over the map.
It's tough because I'm not sure their team fight's really better than Navi's at this point. So, I mean, their opportunities are finding picks throughout the map and really separating Navi, but
Like Peter said though, without Blink, like there's no really even way into fights for them.
yeah, Pucker Sanking's got to start really getting towards that Blink dagger.
Puck went finish the Veil completely.
So this could be a disaster here.
Big trouble. Oh, well, Seneko looks like he's going down.
Oh, the cask though is gonna be good. It's not bad.
Dandy winding up the ultimate. He's going after Puck.
Oh, freeze. Oh, the drum, the phase
the
boots.
phase drums. Then he realizes he's chasing down a lifestealer.
No hoots given.
Not too bad for VGJ.
Trying creep deny himself.
ROTK wanted that.
Oh, RTK's almost to his Blink. That's good.
Yeah, he's getting there.
It was just about the only thing ROTK would be able to kill this game.
Damn.
His own teammates. Should have
Couldn't
burrow
e-
struck
couldn't-
for the deny.
Can't even kill his own teammates. Pretty embarrassing, huh?
I think, I guess at this point you just pray and hope ROTK doesn't die one more time on his way to his dagger, and then...
Nah, he's good. He just got a bunch of space. Oh, and a bounty round.
Lovely.
Should have it after a
Got
couple
it now.
camps.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Now we'll have some infest bombs going on.
Yep. Probably
Opportunities to kill Witch Doctor, Clockwork, Luna. Quap might be a stretch, but if Puck's there to follow up, they can definitely kill Quap as well.
The reason I thought they were gonna go big core, something like a Medusa, is like if they don't have their initiation items up in this game, like there's no one that the other team feels pressure to have to fight into or gank, so it's just entirely like they start fights to get back into it or they don't and they just fall further and further behind. But if they had something like a big core that they were buffing and protecting, at least like there's a point for them to look forward to or play around, then maybe the other team is more pressured to fight into. But
We
at
haven't
this point,
seen...
like,
I guess we haven't seen too many teams pick up those big cores, right?
yeah, not as much. This team liked it more than most, I would say, in the last few patches.
Alright, I think it's smoke with seat time for VGJ.
Yep.
Time to
Play
Best
some Dota.
bomb. Let's go.
fresh Blink. Can we get a Quap kill?
Yeah, the Quap's the big one.
But going for that veil instead of the blink.
Got a ward behind. Oh, does that scan actually catch?
This is
Oh, man,
kind of
they
spooky
know.
for
They
them,
know. The hook's off the mark.
Oh, they're just out.
Uh-oh. They're in trouble now. Oh, beautiful shards. Goodbye, aggressive. The Grave, though, keeps him alive for now, but he is looking pretty dead. However...
Oh!
Oh,
The
Annie toggles the scream. Can he do it again? Oh,
Damn.
Radiant's
Just aggressive things right there.
Disaster for
Beautiful
Navi.
grave by
They
Fenrir.
took aggressive's death for granted. They just thought,
Yep.
hey, he's gonna take out and die. He gets the toggle off, and then it sets up the counter initiation. So
Dude, the Dazzle armlet, that grave into armlet toggle, some good stuff. That was what almost all ults expended for Navi. They lost Biver right at the start. Clockwork hook shot was off the mark, but they used all their big ultis there. In
that's a big
VGJ.
fight. Puck's got to be nearing that Blink here pretty soon too.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
just
Great
the
stuff.
smallest of details mattered there. You had the Clockwork hookshot coming out right as the initiation came, and not hitting its mark at all, which could have just disrupted the fight entirely. The Lifestealer was kind of locked in by the shards, but not enough. Had just enough time to get out. The Quap ult was kind of wasted on him as well.
Yeah, hit a lifestealer that didn't die. I guess he was aiming to get both the Dazzle as well, but you know, nobody on VGJ's backline really got hit.
And he's almost got an Orchid. So farmed. Also, ROTK should not show lane anymore. He's just dying. He just needs to be with Nakes all the time, I think. I think they should just keep looking for fights and kills.
Desolator going to be finished up on aggressive. So his recovery's pretty damn solid.
Yeah, Luna's actually kind of far behind. 6,700, like that's not great.
Oh, he went for Dominator on Luna, just for those stacks.
Oh, Puck is committed.
Oh, the cask, the hook shot.
This is a little spooky for Navi now.
Oh, Dendy blinked in. Could be in some trouble. Oh, the nice force staff.
Big weave, that Puck's hitting pretty hard. This fight is going from bad to worst.
Where's R2K?
All that momentum.
R2K died. He tried to escape from the Clockwork and the Witch Doctor ult, but Dendy's ult clipped him.
Fenrir caught out.
You see the results of the laning difficulties. They're just like that much beefier in terms of levels and tankiness. The Quap doesn't go down.
Yeah, Witch
VGJ
Doctor
doesn't
heals
have the
doing a
burst
lot
they
too.
need.
Yep. Now they've got the Ice Ogre. That's gonna help a lot versus the Desolator and versus the
Clock
Weave.
had the force staff, right?
Yeah, I believe it was. It looked like it was Clocks at least.
Yeah, he's super farmed. Initiation.
Oh, the cask. Oh,
They
God.
don't really have enough, though.
Oh, my goodness, the cask between two heroes.
What are these guys doing right now?
All right. Well, they got Pycat's happy.
I think they might not have seen that they just saw the other heroes move back, but they didn't know how far away they were.
And they just assumed that Sand King and Ogre were going to kill Luna?
I mean, at some point.
When you put it like that, Peter.
I don't know, man. That's some questionable Dota, I think. VGJ could be...
No, not everybody's a TI winner.
VGJ, I mean, this team has some people that are pretty damn close.
One knock on ROTK has been that, well, it's been hard to say this, but his teams usually start off very strong when he first joins them, and then it seems that over time they seem to fall off a little bit. This team does have some very strong personalities on it, and so I wouldn't discount Tilt as being a factor for this team more than some others. It's a bit more stable, so there's a possibility there.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, to VGJ or that move down there probably feels like there's not a lot of moves that they can make.
But they should be playing around their lifestealer like 90% of the time. They should be doing infest ganks, not going for these two like hero movements. Like they know their sinking's not farmed.
100% of the time, I think. Like, they have no damage unless lifestealer's there.
Yep.
Unless, I mean, maybe an epicenter, but even then, like, heroes are really tanky. Like, level 1 epicenter's not doing that much damage.
Yeah, and the epicenter usually comes on like the counter initiation, it feels like, too. He has so many jobs in that fight.
I mean, this is what they should be doing right here. Smoking up. They don't have anyone pushing the side lanes out at all, though, so this is a little bit obvious.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find something when you're trying to smoke up and you don't have any vision on the map. Where are you exactly running to? Just smoking in the dark.
And you mentioned the Luna. I mean, in terms of catching up, Luna's obviously going to farm the stacks in the jungle much quicker than Lifestealer, so it's just going to start to look worse and worse if the Lifestealer isn't getting kills.
Get that Alpha Wolf.
They couldn't even kill it. Don't want to waste an infest on an Alpha Wolf.
Oh, Dom creeps are broken. 1500 HP. What's that? What's
that item got a small buff last patch, right?
Yeah, the 100 HP extra. It's 1500 now instead of 1400. And it got a buff the patch before that to increase the health regen.
So we did see Navi make a run last summer under kind of similar circumstances. I think they were the only CIS team invited. I think for, was it for Star Ladder last summer here at this house? They came in second against Secret, and they had this, well, it was very different, but last summer was kind of like they were running a lot of Chen and Enchantress and nobody else was against the Drow strats.
So
was Navi making a run?
That was with art style though, right? Yeah, they were doing like the dual off lane with general art style, and they'd put pressure a lot with that.
VGJ thought, though they did see the smoke from Navi, and they bunkered up on the uphill in their own jungle, but Navi just went to Roche.
Yeah, fresh medallion picked up on the Tusk. They were ready to go for that, and they're all full HP, so they can continue the pressure on right after that.
Nake's been inside the Sand King for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that he sort of has to do this, but no, he doesn't have a Midas, so it's if he's spending all his time like in the Sand King rather than hitting creeps, his farm is eventually going to fall off as well.
Yeah, no, it's ideal that they go for these infests and they they find targets immediately. But Navi playing, pretty well. They definitely like sniffed out that earlier smoke gank, and then I thought that the last smoke they just did into Roshan was really, really smart as well.
Look at how confident General feels right now, just walking behind this tier 2.
Got a first step. Boils down now.
They can just safely hit the tower behind the Luna.
Yeah, they got Pycat's weaved right now, so he's trying not to.
Dude, FY is so farmed on this Ogre though. Look at this, 5,400 net worth. He's way ahead of his, or he's like 600 gold way ahead of his sinking.
That's a good point. He's
actually pretty mad. Look at this. Dude,
why is he so far?
Why is he so
Got GPM talent, man. There you go. That's 60 GPM.
Level 12 too though, man. He's finding his farm. He's got 4 staff.
He's got a 4 staff now.
He must have been like he must be like living in some of these fights, whereas R2K is like usually dying.
He does have 45 CS. It's quite a lot for an Ogre.
Yeah, no, he's definitely farming.
Merlini was here. Carry Ogre. Be saying it.
Carry Ogre, yeah. Oh, Merlini.
ROTK?
Oh, ROTK, trying to set up for something here? Who's setting up on who, though? Oh, the Epi.
Yeah, he's got it. Big damage.
Beautiful.
And then Seneca's in trouble now, too.
There is help coming in for Na'Vi, though.
Do not recommend.
Oh, the Glimmer Cape, though.
Oh, the cask? No, phase shifted.
Fiverr just turns. Doesn't give a hoot.
Oh, I missed the sounds.
Oh god, he just gets eaten by aggressive though. Now it's Pycat versus aggressive. Uh-oh. Pycat's gotta get out.
Stole the wolf.
Oh!
It's just like
Four
reminiscent of the last game.
Wolf.
Yeah, just exactly. It's a bit of sloppiness there. Maybe Navi can abstain from taking that fight after the pick-off.
Big plays for VGJ, though. Bringing them a little bit more back into this game.
6,000 experience swing. That's pretty needed.
Yeah, Lifestealer is definitely a force.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, Luna still has Aegis, right?
Yep.
I guess the more disciplined play would have just been to group up its 5 and just take the rest of the tier 2s, right?
Yeah, that could have been a realistic approach. But now, most likely going to waste that Aegis, I would guess. Not going to get a strong use out of it unless they go right now. Even then, it might be a little late.
I think they're waiting for their BKBs, it seems like. They both have it on Luna and Queen of Pain in a moment. It's going to help a lot versus Vichi's team fight.
Yeah, it's really only the Lifestealer that does anything through that item.
They've got a good amount of ways to kite him around too, with the Clockwork, Force Staff, and the Snowball, and all the Tusk spells.
Well, they are going to take this last tier 2 tower.
At least they're using the Aegis a bit, toward the end of it.
Should be a free tower, and then I guess you just farm safely throughout the map, wait for the next Roshan, get your BKBs up, and then try and go high ground from there.
Senego draws a line in the enemy jungle, so it seems like he wants to keep that aggression on the enemy side of the map.
See if they can apply the stranglehold better than VGJ did in the first game. But it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of pressure on them. I don't think they're worried at all about what a mid to late game situation looks
Oh, the
like.
cask though.
Dude, look at Viber on this Witch Doctor.
Oh my god.
This guy's impressive.
Viber, the Glimmer Cape walks in, 2 creep, or 1 creep and a hero. Just ideal.
How much Witch Doctor can you practice in matchmaking? I bet he picks it.
He used to be a big Rubik spammer. I guess maybe it's no, it's Witch Doctor.
Like the perfect distance for the cask. Intentional?
Gotta be, man.
Probably.
This man's a professional.
I agree. Why
Skipped
not?
his talent too. Look at that.
Just give him the benefit of the doubt.
That talent's a garbage on him.
200 health.
He'll get it
whatever.
He'll get it at 14 and 15.
Yep.
Experience game's alright, but oh,
Not too much.
he's got different priorities.
Aghanims coming out on the Clockwork as well.
Who are we to argue, right?
He's got
Guess
Aghanims.
I'm not a specialist.
He's got the whole thing. Oh my goodness.
2175 HP. Very beefy.
Like some armor. But still pretty durable.
Yeah, no, lifesteal would eat him up, but everyone else can't really touch him.
Yep.
Even this gigantic ogre can't do much about it.
Dude, look at him. He's got on his way to 8th villains now too. Posting up,
Carry
farming
ogre,
waves.
man. He's gonna get the Ags next.
Dude, ignite. It's no joke pushing waves out.
Aegis has gone down. We are into farm mode for Na'Vi. BKB picked up by Luna.
And the
Quap,
Queen of Pain.
yeah, Quap has her BKB now as well.
Oh, Pycat might be walking into some trouble here. He's looking for
Well,
FY,
that
but
ogre is by himself.
all right. Lifesteal was there for a bit, but he bounced.
Yeah, remember Luna's got that night vision, so
Yep.
Luna will see Ogre before Ogre sees her.
FY takes the total knowledge too.
Of course,
Gotta.
of course.
He's 15 now.
That's a given.
This is FY. He's the
the
four
prince.
Here. You've gotta
Oh, look
give-
at
yeah.
dude. He takes the 50 damage.
Gotta take
Who
care of
needs
the
magic
prince.
resist? 8%?
I think we were joking
that's
about
terrible.
I think we were joking about the carry ogre.
Oh, wow, they actually find Dendy. Epicenter and Coil. With another Infest coming out, it looked like maybe.
So
Or
this
was
is
it
this is really the only opportunity for VGJ, right? Like now you're gonna be okay with spreading out and farming, and VGJ gonna look for pickoffs.
It depends. Like Na'Vi, I'm sure they'd love to farm, but if they're gonna keep giving up big kills, then it's not gonna work.
Puck is actually pretty close to his own Ags, and those BKBs won't do very much against that.
Yeah, keep him locked in with the Lifestealer. Bloodlusted Lifestealer.
Bit of nice tempo coming the way of VGJ here off the
Yep.
that Queen of Pain kill. Games are always interesting with Na'Vi. It always feels like there's kind of with the Lions recently too. Like there's always something more going on. It's never
They're just on the
a clean
verge
game.
of disaster or greatness.
ROTK's in. He's in trouble.
They've got a gem on Biver. Oh,
Force.
oh,
Yeah.
the cask.
And the cask.
Oh, Seneko with the secured kill.
Look at this Witch Doctor player. He's standing on the edge of the ledge because he knows he's going to blink down, knows the range of his cask. Just so calculated.
You impressed? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's impressive. I
I'm
mean,
impressed. I'm ready to start
Brittany, take
spamming Witch
notes.
Doctor.
Jack, don't do it, dude.
yeah, I don't know.
Stick
if
to
that,
Queen of Pain,
that
Jack.
hero's not super fun to play. I think he's all right, but like the heal.
Oh, hookshot onto the carry ogre.
Oh, General. The eggs. Already paying dividends.
That plus 50 damage mace just thirsting for blood. Didn't find any there.
All that farm for what?
The 50 damage I think is for farming. By the way, that helps a lot. Farms super fast.
It's a bit like the CM 60 damage.
Yeah. There's a bunch of heroes that have like that plus an absorbent amount of damage. I think it's generally almost always the best decision. Maybe not for the Witch Doctor, because I think that 2 cask bounces increases is pretty valuable.
I'm not sure if this has been brought up. What do you guys feel about the Crystal Maiden now that there's been to that start as well?
All the nerfs.
Is enough to put her out of seemingly constant first
Fog
damage?
seems to. Fog told me the other day he thinks otherwise.
I think the hero can still be pretty decent.
I
I
think
mean, it's like 30 more mana on your buy. You can't get as many when you're chasing in like the safe lane or whatever, but
Yeah.
you're still just jungling with clarities, right? And I mean, sure, the jungle's been nerfed a couple times, but
We've almost exclusively seen almost every 4 player playing a melee hero, whether it be Sand King, Tusk, Night Stalker,
Clockwork, yeah.
Clockwork, yeah.
I've been liking seeing I liked when I saw like the AA
Here
coming
we go,
out
here
yesterday.
we go.
Oh, Pycat. Could be in trouble.
Needs a snowball.
The
Glimmer
Glimmer
Cape.
Cape, alright. BKBs tries to run away. ROTK gets snowballed. Aggressive, still trying to go in. Hook shot in the back onto Freeze. He's orchided. He's got a Yules though to save his life for a time being. Phase shift.
Good live at 20 HP.
He looks okay. Nope. He gets brought down by Dandy.
And Biver
this-
with the big ult.
These hook shots. This 12-second hook shot cooldown. He's just finding people left and right. Fenrir now trying to escape, but gets cleaned up by Dendy as well. Just too much chase potential on the side of Na'Vi. That defensive Glimmer Cape and BKB starting out all of this.
They're really hunting right now. They're chasing people that aren't even there. And here they go.
There's no buybacks. Big thing about with Luna, as we always say, once you get that tier 3 down, the damage.
Yeah, and even if there was
real.
at this point, it just feels like they're not going to find that environment where they can take down Navi's heroes.
Oh, aggressive. Might be in some trouble here.
Orchid it up, and he's gone.
This looks like a Rax.
That might be the end of this game, to be completely honest.
That is true.
Navi looking pretty strong. I think we kind of doubted that first 2 Luna, but Pycat has delivered.
Biver's
has delivered.
Biver's delivered.
This first 2 Witch Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we saw in a couple of games yesterday, we saw these like really early picked Dazzles, and we said, oh, I don't know if Dazzle's a good hero, but he's not super high impact. Maybe Witch Doctor is. I mean, at least for Navi, it's a hero that they don't mind.
If you play it like that.
Yeah, they don't mind first picking it, and they know it's, generally, I guess that when Biver plays it, it has a high impact. So it's a great tool to have.
I think a lot has to be said for General getting so much space early.
Yep. That first blood.
I mean, for all the talk about Biver, it was really his combination with General moving around the map that's been able to create so much space here.
I mean, he's had like, I don't even know how many successful hook shots. All of like his early game hook shots worked, and then his mid game ones have been pretty successful.
Yeah, you just first blood and eggs, take his bounty rune, and it's as simple as that.
This Clockwork Witch Doctor combo has also managed to repeatedly kill one of the most elusive heroes in the game, so it's worked out pretty well for them.
Alright, so here we go. Another high ground push for Navi. That tower's pretty interesting looking. They're going on Luna.
Three-man coil.
Big
decent coil. There is just no follow-up.
Yeah, Life Surge is
ROTK is trying to go in. The Glaives, though, bouncing on him. He can't blink. Oh, no. Now Aggressive is locked in. The cage. It's graved up, but he is stuck. Damage is starting to add up. Looks like Navi's got this one. 100 seconds, no Life Stealer. Continuing the dive onto ROTK and onto FY.
So Peter, as a player who's had a lot of success in the lower bracket and the upper bracket, what are you saying to your team right now if you're VGJ? What kind of adjustments do you need to make going forward?
I think you just change your priorities on your heroes. I think they drafted somewhat similarly both games. Really short on team fight, and in both of these games, I don't think they ever really felt like they could win a heads-up fight. I don't think they really won very many heads-up fights. Both games, it was these little scrappy engagements where they were fighting people alone and really chasing and collecting other kills. But I mean, I just don't think their hero compositions are too good.
A lot of unnecessary deaths too. Like the bottom tier 2 tower, they both poured in 2 heroes that don't really have a kill opportunity onto like the Luna.
Yeah, RTK is feeding a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think for them, especially in just that last game, it really comes down to having better lanes. Before all those chain feeds, what we really saw was VGJ just get behind in lanes, like pretty badly. Clockwork had a free lane, the tri-lane fed. And like ROTK had like 9 CS 10 minutes in or something, or like pretty far in. And so like from that position, when you don't have those fast blink daggers, when you have your puck without boots for a while, you can't make any plays.
It kind of feels like they count a lot on their lanes going extremely well for them to even have a chance at some of these games.
Yeah, and Navi picked like a very strong safe lane. Tusk, Witch Doctor, Luna, pretty hard to aggressive into. So all the aggressive plays that VG actually did.
So impressive showing by Navi. I rode in the van with them this morning. They seemed up to the task. Pulling out the big 2-0. They'll play later this afternoon against the winner of Secret and DC. That's what's coming up next.
Oh, we got Bulba playing next.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
The Bulba Mason team.
Always entertaining.
Awesome. NA Dota coming up.
All right, looking forward to that. And so this time I'm not going to miss my cue. Thank you for watching this first series of the second day of Dota Summit 7, and we'll see you after a short break for DC and Secret.